Allies are absolutely essential. We can't create lasting change without them. First Nations people have always been strong and resilient, but we shouldn't have to do all the heavy lifting alone. True allies use their privilege and platforms to help shift systems, to open doors, and to back us, especially when we're not in the room. And that kind of support, I think, is really powerful.
I think having an ally is so important because we can't do it alone. There's not enough of us and it's tiring. And I think having an ally or having allies at the table, taking some of that load off you, we need it because we can't do it alone. Everything is done in teams.
We don't, it's a lot easier as a Aboriginal person. It's a lot easier if you have an ally that, calls out things like racism and is aware of, can educate others, because unfortunately, as much as we will do it all the time, we don't have enough population. So we don't have enough people in community, on the ground, in workplaces to educate everyone. So that's why we need as many allies as, that wants to come along with us as well.
Something I've come to understand this year more than any other time is that allies are the most important thing, or the biggest differentiating factor that will determine how well we do as a group. Because it's one thing for us to be able to do something or say something, but when that same advice is coming from a white fella, there's an automatic level of expertise, or the other way around, there's not an automatic prejudice that this person doesn't know what they're talking about because we're being perceived as inferior or ignorant or stupid.
I think allies are so important in our journey towards reconciliation, just to help carry that cultural load. It can't always be on Aboriginal or Torres Strait Islander peoples. There's only, just under 4% of us, so we need people that champion our voices and champion change as well.
So what's it like having allies? Well, I think to my Nan and Pop, Nan was such a good ally to Pop, and underpinning that, Pop did just some really great things for Mob, and I really think that allyship's where it's at. We can become quite tired because there's a lot of time that we're educating people and, we're talking about our experiences, but when we have those allies that can stand up and help us with that, it just, for me, it makes me feel really proud. It makes me feel even stronger. And I just know that there's people who's got my back, and I just think that's really important.
I think most of us, if not all of us, have experienced a time where we felt quite isolated, where an incident has been particularly unpleasant in public in front of others, and to have someone stand by and speak from their perspective as a non-Indigenous ally can change the game, and that that you have someone standing with you and that it's going to be okay. So for the allies, please stick with it. It's so important and you are so valued, and thank you so much. Have a great NAIDOC. Yalu.